Hey there, fellow sports gamblers. It's Steel Picks for you with the 5 best NBA playoff prize picks and Underdog free picks for Friday, April 17th. Before we get into Friday's action, let's see how we did Wednesday night NBA playoff action. Stephen Wardell Curry came through for us with 35 points and 4 assists to go over the 31.5 we said he would. And he was 7 for 12 from the three-point line to go over the 3.5 three-pointers we said he would. Paolo Banchero wasn't shy, going 7 for 22 from the field, well over the 15.5 field goal attempts we said he would. And then we ran into a little bit of trouble. Darius Garland tried to get involved on his way out of the playoffs with 21 points, 5 rebounds, and 8 assists to go over the 30.5 points, rebounds, and assists we said he would not. And Tyrese Maxey had 31 points, 2 rebounds, and 6 assists, going under the 39.5 points, rebounds, and assists we said he'd go over by a half point. 3.5 is not terrible, but let's see if we can't put together an immaculate ticket for today's action. First off, we have Paolo Banchero under 36.5 points, rebounds, and assists against the Charlotte Hornets. Now, I hate to go against the Prince of the 206, Seattle's own, a homegrown talent, but I think he's physically and emotionally spent from the Sixers game on Wednesday, and the stats are backing us up a little bit on this. As you can see, over his last 10 games, he has been under that 7 times. The only times he's been able to go over were against the Pelicans, the Detroit Pistons on April 6th, and then Boston on the 12th. But as you can see, against Philadelphia, he was definitely putting it up. But again, he was 7 for 22 from the field, not very accurate, so not a lot of production there. And as you can see, as far as Charlotte's defense goes, points allowed, they are 7th, first in rebounds allowed, which is not favorable for Paulo. Good for us. And assists allowed, they're number 9 in the league. So, of course, the playoffs, you throw out most of the stats, and you just have to kind of look at things at face value and kind of what you see. And for right now, what I see is a physically and mentally exhausted Paolo Banchero. He'll probably be able to put together a decent game. It will be at home and is an elimination do or die. So I think he'll definitely give it his all, but I think that he'll come up just a little bit short of the 36.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Novig likes this as well, as they have him at minus 120. Next up for us, we have LaMelo Ball over 18.5 first half points, rebounds, and assists. And as you can see, he's been able to do this in 7 of his last 10 games. But let's not kid ourselves. LaMelo Ball is a loose wire, a loose cannon. You never know really what to expect from him. It looks a little bit like the Rucker League out there when he's playing. A lot of and one showtime type of stuff. But at the same time, he gets it done. He's effective. His last game, he was 30, 10, and 5. So can't say that he can't do it. You just never know what to expect from him. But the one thing that you can't expect with it being an elimination game is that he's going to be giving it his all and putting it out there on the line. You know, you live and die with the results, but I think that he'll be just fine with regards to getting the 18.5 points, rebounds, and assists in that game. Let's see if we have any other stats to back us up. We definitely know he's going to play a lot of minutes, so we don't need to necessarily look at that, but he's exceeded 18.5 points, rebounds, and assists in 5 of his last 6 games on the road. That's favorable. That helps us out as well. Let's see what he did head-to-head. He was just under that against Orlando the last 2 times, the last time being on March 19th. So this being playoff intensity, I'm going to expect a little bit more from the young man. And let's see if he can't get his team into the playoffs against the Detroit Pistons in the first round. Time will tell. Our next pickup is Con Kneppel under 21.5 points and rebounds. Now, as we expected, the lights were a little bit bright for Con the first game out against the Miami Heat, a very veteran team. He didn't even see the court midway through the fourth quarter and not at all in overtime. So his numbers are a little bit deflated here with the 6 points and 5 rebounds. I certainly think that he'll be over that. They will definitely need a little bit more of his contribution, but exactly what he can do in the crazy atmosphere of the Orlando arena in an elimination game, I still think it's a little bit premature for him to really do big things. Of course, the stats here back us up in the last 5 games. He has not been able to do so. But again, we'll throw the stats out when it comes to the playoff time. And as you can see, the Orlando Magic is neutral, not great defense against him. But again, I think just mentally, psychologically, he's not going to be the player that he has been throughout the season. Probably either the rookie of the year or the runner-up at the very least. So I'm expecting a little less production from Con Kneppel. I'm going to say that he is going to go under the 21.5 points and rebounds. And as you can see, Prizepicks agrees with us as well, as they have him at minus 119. And as a friendly reminder, when you sign up with BETR using my promo code WINCASH, you'll receive 2 anytime tokens worth up to $100 each. And when you sign up with Novig and use my STEELEWINS promo code and spend $5, you'll get a $50 bonus, which should help very nicely during these playoff times. So good luck with that, everyone. Next up, we have Jalen Green over 26.5 points, rebounds, and assists against the Golden State Warriors. If you look at this for all of the last 10, he's been able to do this 7 of his last 10. But let's just focus on what he was able to do against Portland. Though they didn't win the game, it certainly was not because of Jalen Green's contribution, as he went for 35 and 5, well over the 26.5 on just points alone. And as you can see, the Golden State Warriors, as far as defenses allowed, they're very middle of the road, 14th in points allowed, 18th in rebounds allowed, 17th, in assists allowed. So, nothing really to shake your head at with regards to that. As we can see in the head-to-head, not that favorable. He actually hasn't played the Golden State Warriors this season. He's been hurt for most of the season, so didn't really get a lot of scrap against those guys this season. So not going to lean on that one too much. As far as the field goal attempts, I think that he's not going to be shy out there. He's definitely going to be putting it up, the 16.3 attempts. Let's see, he had 29 attempts against Portland. That's definitely putting it up there. And let's see how many free throws he had. Wow, he was 5 for 6 from the line. So definitely aggressive. They're definitely going to need it if they want to stave off elimination against the 4-time NBA champion Golden State Warriors. So they're going to need absolutely all of his energy. I think he's going to provide it with over 26.5 points, rebounds, and assists. And as you can see, Novig likes this as well at minus 115. And in that same vein, I'm going to go to his teammate and Olympic champion, Devin Booker, to go over 18.5 first half points, rebounds, and assists. Now, to be fair, Devin didn't really shoot the ball all of that well in the last. He was 7 for 17 from the field and an abominable 8 for 13 from the free throw line for a shooter as good as him. That's fairly hard to believe, but that's why I think that he is going to have a bounce back game. As you can see, the 7 of the last 10, he's been able to do that. But of course, as I said before, we're going to throw those out and just kind of focused on what he did the last game against Portland. Although they did not win, he went for 16 and 3. He definitely could have got a few more rebounds. And he definitely could have hit a few more free throws to change the outcome of that look. But I think he'll be able to do that in this game, elimination game on Friday. And so you can see first half points allowed. The Golden State Warriors are 12th, rebounds allowed 21st, and assists allowed 14th. Of course, we're going to throw the minutes out of the game. He's absolutely going to play as many minutes as they need. Hopefully the game is close so that we have him on the court being able to do his thing. And as you can see, Prizepicks likes this as well, the over 18.5 points, rebounds, and assists. So to recap, we have Paolo Banchero over 36.5 points, rebounds, and assists. LaMelo Ball over 18.5 first half points, rebounds, and assists. Con Kneppel under 21.5 points and rebounds. Jalen Green over 26.5 points, rebounds, and assists. And Devin Booker over 18.5 first half points. That's the 5 picks I have for you for Friday. Please be sure to like and subscribe to the Steel Picks for You channel. And good luck, everyone.